Jonna Spawn, another of the newcomers for the Terps, freshman from Lewis Center, Ohio, putting it into play. And the Terps try to do something they've never done before. That's beat Minnesota in volleyball 0-18 all the time. That's a quality start for the home squad.
It's going to be important to take one set and 1 point at a time.
Here's McGee, back set to Wooker, going off speed. And the set here from Sydney Dowler, thumped away by Sam Csire. That is an encouraging start here for the Terps.
Just, you know, her injury in the past and her trying to build muscle, build just talent of who she's been over at Maryland. So her just leadership and her growth is impressive to see.
As a middle and your hitters around her to make things a little bit more comfortable for the new setter.
Yeah, what's nice is that majority of the roster and the majority of the lineup is all of the same players. So to see players dominate and to see a difference between the two teams is amazing.
And you look at Russ, the hitting percentage, those numbers going to get inflated with easy ones like that. Now, service error there from the Terps and the side out.
Important for them to just find the offense and who they're going to set and attack that.
And now a service error for McKenna Wooker. We'll talk more about that as the night is going on.
Yes, Wooker has a great top serve. Sometimes those are very 50-50. It's either an ace, basically, or it's overall just an easy serve.
Good dig there from Dowler, but Maryland not able to turn it into an offensive attack and point here for Minnesota. A convincing sweep of Maryland when they lost to Penn State at home in 4. And now another service error, this time from Kylie Murr, who's normally pretty reliable from the line.
Amazing at just their handwork and their ball control. So to see this is very much a surprise.
Good get in the back there from Jonna Spawn. McGee at first contact, so Landfair's just got to play it over. Free ball here for Dowler and company. And Csire makes the most of it. Her third kill already. Murr falling down, setting it up. Tight at the net. Csire with another one. Block in front from Phoebe Abalea. Transfer in from LMU and Georgia, and Maryland keeping the hammer down here. Serve there, knock long from Schnitta. So already a trio of service errors here from the Terps. 2 of the 3 points on the board for the Gophers right now have come courtesy of gifts service-wise from the Terps, and now Minnesota gives it right back. And the success with that program. Dowler outside. Swing from Layla Ivy, sophomore from Indianapolis. Bumped up by Lily Gunter. Murr first contact. Landfair blocked, but out of bounds. Point Minnesota. Third in this team in kills, about 2.5 per set. Here's McGee going back row there. And I believe a back row violation coming there against against Minnesota, so put another one on the board here for the Terps.
McGee was working on that with the setting back row, this serve and pass. So it is something that they are in the process with and just need to continue to set and work on it during the match.
Well, they go to it again. Julia Hansen, sophomore from Prior Lake, Minnesota. And there's Csire trying to work out of the back row, and now you saw a little foot action there.
Oh, she'll be fine.
That's kind of the theme for this first set thus far. Minnesota's been kind of taking it right on the chin. Now Ivy with an opportunity there
to realize where the ball is and where the blocker is in front of you. So for Zid Dowler to manage the ball as best she can is important for them.
Well, joust at the net, and then it went right into the wheelhouse there of Erica Davis, the junior from Hillsborough, North Carolina, transfer from Ohio State, finishing.
This is the time where the front row for Minnesota really needs to dominate with Maryland's offense being so aggressive right now.
And Minnesota was hitting McGee going to Wooker. Has the pass and then steps up for the put away. See, she leads her team top 15 in the Big Ten in kills per set. Csire flying out of the back row. Bumped up by Murr, and Grote denied. Russ with the solo stuff. And Russ among the front runners in the block category in the conference. In 13-8 here, Maryland continuing to have this multiple point lead. And now there you see up front the ability for Maryland and Wooker to get hot. So jump float now for Wooker, and that too is long. And Keegan Cook and the coaching staff working with her serve. Jump float, top spin jump serve, so she's gone back and forth. But again, the error is still piling up for her in that category.
Yes, with serving, it does create some self-doubt when the teammate before you misses the serve. The idea that you have to score with the next point and you have to make a serve that's aggressive the next point is a lot of pressure. So sometimes it does make an impact with their game.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
And they were 4-1. They did whatever they could, being on that game and understanding that the fourth set is the time to fight, but sometimes it just doesn't work. So this will be a fight for Minnesota to get some momentum for the next set.
Csire off hands and down, and Maryland able to take set one, 25-18. Maryland team that certainly has potential and trying to play up to it here, and did play up to it in that first set.
Yes, Coach Keegan and Coach Adam are both young coaches within their program, and with Coach Keegan having a relationship with some of the assistant coaches on Maryland's program, it's all a family. It's all a learning process for everyone. Sometimes it's a little bit lonely, but they're finding ways to win and they're finding ways to fight.
There's McGee going to Landfair in the back row. Hustle over here. Played over by Maryland. Tough angle attack there for Lydia Grote. That's why.
This is when you really need to go back to your basics and relearn how to play with one another.
McGee going down low to get that ball, and Grote able to operate effectively off the block. Raynell Jones, block maestro for Maryland here throughout her career. How about that from Murr? Good scramble there from McKenna Wooker to keep it alive. Running to the outside, Samantha Schnitty. Denied, Csire. Off the block up front. McGee hustling over. Wooker goes off speed. Murr in again for first contact. And now Grote with the termination. Transfer in from Cal out west. Well, if you watch Big Ten volleyball, you know all about her, Kylie Murr, just in different colors. Now in the maroon here for the Gophers after all that time in scarlet and gray for Ohio State. And transferring in for her final season. Again, Wooker off hands in Minnesota, finding a groove. Wooker with her third put away in the match. Top-ranked recruit in the nation coming out of high school, solid freshman year. The number is elevated again now as a sophomore. Overpass, and the big put away for Wooker. In both of these teams, 2-2 thus far in Big Ten play. Sydney Dowler, senior setter from Maryland, and now a call at the net. Into the net on the Terps. So the Gophers will take the point. Riding the serve of Murr, who dumps that to the net. Again, first of the set, seventh of the match. And Keegan Cook has always had high-quality serving teams throughout his career, including those at Washington. And again, this group is trying to find their spots and dial in. They have been better. The ace total way up the last 6 matches as opposed to the first 6. But the errors have been high in this one.
What I did learn about serving when there's high errors, that could be, especially into the net, they're trying to serve aggressively. So between the top of the net and the top of the antenna, you're trying to serve right in between that to a hitter and stay competitive with it. But sometimes there's a mishap with your hand in the ball and timing.
Csire, how about that? Wicked serve. It just dropped off the shelf to the net.
You're completely right as well. Dropped right off the shelf. It's so hard to serve a ball like that, for it to look like it's going to go all the way back to the court, for it to drop immediately. That is practice and perfection during practice.
Coach Cook trying to get his team to build off this good beginning of set 2, but Maryland has crept all the way back in, down 1.
If you notice that with the creeping back in of Maryland's points, that
started this set. And they're trying to see if they can surge ahead, or at least the 5-1 hold at the start of this set. And now good work from Minnesota up front to get the quick side out. Before the break, talking about the up and down for Keegan Cook's team. You saw it with that 5-0 run at the start of the set. He said, when we're good, we're really good. Championship level volleyball. But when it's bad, it can be really bad. And they're trying to work through those ups and downs right now.
Yes, I talked to Keegan about the, I guess, very consistent style of play from last year, but he's not trying to replicate things that he wasn't a part of. Yes, there's been an up and down, but he's looking for it to not be result-oriented. So overall, the conversation with players is more independent, and whether it was a good swing versus a kill, or a good pass, whether it was a perfect pass. So it's an improvement based off of not orientation on results.
And trying to get those good thoughts, and then the results will follow. Dowler to the outside. Big lick there from Ivan the outside, handled by Minnesota. And Davis will return.
With two dominant players in the front row, with Erica Davis and Taylor Landfair, to see what they can do offensive-wise. But sometimes defense, and you have a player like Anastasia Russ in the front row, it's hard to stop.
Nice back set from Dowler in rhythm to Russ. Ivy with 4. And it's Wooker with 4, Grote Landfair each with 3 for Minnesota. Davis trying to deliver up the middle and can't. And that's pushed long.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
A large piece when Melanie Schaffmaster isn't on the floor at 6'3", blocking up front. She's an imposing figure. And Miggy, nothing she can do about it. She's 5'10", slighter build, and that one kind of squeezing through the gap between her and Awoleye.
Schaffmaster does create some doubt in front of you when you have a tall player. Just being able to read an offense is amazing. But McGee, she is an athletic player, so she's going to find a way to get a block the next time she sees it.
And if you weren't with us since joining us, Melanie Schaffmaster been sick all week, didn't practice, not starting, is available. And right now, Maryland starting strong in this match, and they've picked it up here in set 2 again to take the lead.
A very exciting ball from Maryland. They are excited to shut down an amazing player like Taylor Landfair. They understand she is a force to be reckoned with Minnesota.
And that's Dowler with the big block. 5 team blocks overall. Csire looking for a pancake. They'll rule the point. We'll see if Adam Hughes opts to use a challenge here. Csire got up and made the signal like she wants them to review it.
With a confident play like that, then she may have felt the ball touch it, but the line judge did call in.
So, again, each team with 2 challenges per match. You win it, you keep it. Adam Hughes opting to use it there.
It is majority of volleyball.
Again, they are out digging Minnesota right now. And Ivy elevating and clobbers that one home.
Testing that cross shot as well. It's hard to hit balls like that when you have a great middle in front of you who's taking away your cross. So that's a great shot by Layla Ivy.
Maryland first to 20 again. Set number 1, they had a gap. Right now, Minnesota on their tail here, down 1. Again, Terps have never beaten Minnesota. 0-18 all time. A bunch of those have been 3-set sweeps. They've already taken the first set. Trying to make it back-to-back set wins to begin here at home.
That'll be a great just energy booster for Maryland. It's hard to stop team number 16 Minnesota with such a great run and such a great offense like Erica Davis and what she just did right now.
Davis up the middle. The block not there in time.
Smashing the ball straight down, not even above the block, but in between both seams of the hands.
Second kill for Davis, also come up with 3 blocks. To the outside and Schneider.
Schneider as a lefty hitter is hard to read because you may think that the ball is going to get cut off a lot sooner, but with the lefty, it takes actually a little bit longer time because the ball needs to travel just a centimeter, a couple inches farther. So the blockers were actually a little bit early.
Able to smoke that down the line and vault Maryland back on top. McGee trying to work to Grote off hands. Spawn saves in the back. Grote down to keep it up. Landfair tipping it over. Csire kind of hit that one on the way down, didn't get enough mustard on it. Landfair got plenty on that. Good get from Spawn. McGee pumps to the outside and Grote alertly tools the block.
With McGee and her setting style is a lot different than Schaffmaster. Schaffmaster really uses her tempo as in her speed to her advantage, while McGee, she lets the ball fall into her hands and she pushes it to where she wants to go for Grote to smack it down as soon as it gets to her.
Again, you could go back and forth, but you've practiced all week with her, not expecting Schaffmaster to be able to be cleared to be ready after her illness. So sticking with McGee, and you're starting to see more signs of rhythm. And now the block up front doing the job.
Getting super close to 25. It's essential to stop players like Sam Csire in front of you and shut down an offense that is working for Maryland.
Timeout here on the floor for the Terps. For a 3rd straight season with a 500 record or better. Last time that happened in Maryland volleyball history, you got to go back to 2002 to 2005 when they were 500 or better 4 years in a row. Right now, looking to pull a surprise here against Minnesota. Critical spot, second set. Big swing from Snida. Murr with first contact to help keep it alive. Dowler, though, going back to Snida. Minnesota's block. Maryland's defense. Crazy good get. But it will be Minnesota point. They say the touch from Maryland, point Gophers.
Both teams wanted that. For Wooker to aim for hands and for both players, Anastasia trying to block the player as best she can. So this is just overall a very competitive spot for this set.
And again, Russ turned around like she didn't touch it. Remember, Adam Hughes already lost one challenge. Maybe doesn't want to waste it here at this juncture. His team comes back to get a key point.
And sometimes, as a blocker, you have to fake it until you make it and pretend. Me, personally, as a middle, I will not say anything unless the line judge says something. So I like to keep my mouth shut. But
maybe the left thumb, but
right.
Yeah,
right.
The moment is gone. No challenge there. Murr, how about that reaction? Off the tape serve and the put away from Wooker. Circle that point if Minnesota comes back. That was massive.
A great shot, too. Murr is doing whatever she can to keep the ball alive, and McGee is just feeding Wooker as best she can for her to serve, for her to swing all the way to the back corner. It's very, very hard to hit that shot, and it's also even harder to defend that shot.
Set point, Minnesota. Dowler bumps set into the block. Awalea shuts it down, and Minnesota on the board.
So this will be a battle between both players and both teams on what they're going to do this set.
Set number 1, Maryland led all the way. Set number 2, that was not the case. There were 7 lead changes and 13 ties, hoping for more thrills and spills here in set 3. Speaking of spills, there's Murr, down as she always is, and it leads to the put away for Grote on the outside, her 8th.
Reed as a blocker and as a defender in the back row, because you think that she's going to hit on her way down, but she really hits at the top of her peak.
Maryland on the board here in set number 3.
Overall in the Big Ten, everybody is competing, and you can never let your guard down with any team in the Big Ten.
Russ and Dowler up front.
And a blocker as well.
Adam Hughes talking about getting that balance offensively for her. They've gotten it tonight. Up front, Ivy, heady play to work that down.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
11 digs plus 7 assists for this Terp squad. Another nice dig there. Ricks going cross court and give her another kill. Again, slow start for her with the 3 errors on the first 3 swings. How about 3 kills in a row since?
I mean, she's learning from her mistakes. Layla Ricks is a dominant player, and we learned that through her defense last season. But this season, like Adam talked about, he's trying to work on his offense more, and Layla Ricks is showing that right now with them trying to crawl their way back up against Minnesota.
So Keegan Cook will opt to take a challenge here on that call.
See the score all the way to 20, almost to 25. It's very nerve-wracking, but this is the time where you need to pull everything out of your back pocket and your toolbox to score and to do as best you can.
Dowler right in the middle for Russ, who comes through. 6th kill of the match for the redshirt senior.
She completely challenged Phoebe right in front of her. Usually you try to hit side to side as a middle, but to go straight in front of her, that means she is confident in her shot selection and her power between her hit.
Jonna Spawn trying to ride her serve on the Terps. Gunter. Perfect get. Wooker denied. Back to her. That one well wide. Talked about the impact Gunter's having. This is high quality.
A very high quality dig. As a DS, you have to wait and be patient, because if you move too soon, that can completely mess up where the dig may end up. So you have to wait, be patient, get low, and get ready for whatever ball. And sometimes you have to save it at the very last second, right before it gets on the ground. That's usually why, you know, DSs and liberos are a little bit shorter than the front row, because they can get to the ball a little bit lower on the floor than us tall people.
And some more court maintenance here with the moisture on this hot night in College Park. Inside here, especially with Maryland on the prowl. Cut the lead to 2. McGee going to Wooker. And the Terps can't save that one. 10th kill of the match, first Gopher in double figures. How about that? Skylar Gray subbing in and delivering a clutch ace.
A deep serve ace as well to a DS, and they specialize in that. So it did create some doubt going towards majority of the hitters. So to hit down the line is a very difficult shot to do, and she did it.
Ace number 5 is a monster there. You saw the movement on that serve from the junior. And another, Spawn able to get that. Call here against Minnesota at the net.
Sam Csire doing whatever she can to try not hit the net, but with such momentum and such speed coming from Sam Csire, it happens every once in a while.
So the net violation there on Csire. Minnesota 2 points away from the lead in the best of 5. Dowler working Csire. Point Maryland. Gets the touch.
Sam Csire really aiming for the back row in the back court. That's a difficult shot because you have blockers in front of you that are trying to take away the shots you usually hit. So to hit a little bit over the block and over the back row is special, and still scoring is awesome.
And Csire was lights out first set, hitting over 500 with 7 kills, just 6 kills in the 2 sets since. tricky serve there. That was Landfair laying out to keep it alive. Dowler one side. Got her! Maryland got the point.
For Maryland to not back down 23-20, for them to fight all the way to 20 as best they can and continuing to feed Sam Csire is awesome to see. Maryland continuing to fight and giving Michigan a run for their money.
Aaron Engel trying to keep it rolling on serve. McGee for Landfair. That's wide. Maryland rings up another. Minnesota takes timeout. Trying to deliver another quality serve. Scramble there from Murr for first contact. Overpass there from Maryland. Dowler somehow got it back over. How about the smarts from Ricks? Ready? Put it down.
The hang time from Layla Ricks to come into this match very late, but to see Taylor Landfair's tip, the hang time to just smash it back down is awesome.
1 point set. Landfair going with more power this time. Maryland hustling. Minnesota, free ball. McGee, Landfair. Boy, Maryland was tight at the net on that block. And now Ricks again.
Very, very crafty shot from Layla Ricks for it to be tied right now.
McGee, how about that? The gusto to go for it herself. Now the senior again getting the start tonight, her third kill, and it is huge.
You'd expect a shorter, undersized setter to not be as active, but that's just the thing. You don't expect that. So the expect unexpected for such an active setter is awesome.
Set point Gophers. Dowler. The tip from Csire. Minnesota kept it alive. Dowler. Csire now. And into the net or the Gophers point Maryland. There were a trio of them against the Gophers in the first set. And now another one there, middle of the set, or middle of the net there against Minnesota.
Erica Davis misread the set right there, thinking that Eva was going to get set, but a little bit into the net. A very common mistake happening this match.
Landfair. Ricks going down, and Maryland can't save it. Point Gophers. Match point, or excuse me, set point 2 coming up.
So right now for Minnesota, being in serve, and McGee back into the back row with 3 very aggressive players in the front row. They could end on an amazing serve ace or an amazing block.
Warbach. Landfair finishes, and Minnesota survives here in the third.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
That one stroked a little long off the service line. Again, we were very high error service-wise at the outset. Things have calmed down. Seems we've gotten into a bit more groove, but still 20 service errors combined in this match. 10 for each team, each squad with 5 aces, and that is a phenomenal freshman put away for Rohrbach. The Badgers still perfect too. And a huge quality serve from Maryland out of the timeout. That'll work.
With the service errors and the height of numbers for service errors this match, so it's nice to see a couple aces and their game plan starting to come through.
And this certainly has been a sweat, and it might be a real big sweat here for the Gophers if Maryland keeps this up. Yeah, the Terps on a tear defensively, too.
Just overall, Layla Ivy's handwork is incredible. As a single blocker, that's hard to do because you don't have help from side to side. So that's impressive to see her really read the hitter in front of her.
Wooker working off the block off speed. And a roll shot there from Hansen. Straight power there from Ivy, but not in play.
Just a little bit long for her to try to hit those cross-court shots with two blockers in front of you. So it's a challenge, but she can pull through.
17-12 Maryland, and the Terps have never beaten Minnesota in volleyball. 18 meetings, 18 in the win column for the Gophers, trying to change history tonight.
And with alumni in the room tonight, they understand exactly how these players are feeling and the excitement it's coming from. So it's awesome to see how Maryland is creating a run for themselves.
And serve long from Gray. Adam Hughes been trying to get his team into get another high-quality win here against a ranked foe in Big Ten competition. Landfair down the line. You know you're going to get opportunities to beat ranked teams here in the Big Ten. Doing so is a challenge.
It's a lot of fun though, because this is when your game plans really come through, and just to show how much you've been working that entire preseason to prepare yourselves for these top programs is awesome to just play against these amazing teams.
Dowler. Ivy rising up high, and that's Dowler, the setter, a killer.
Not only a killer, but a setter. So she can do back and forth sometimes, whatever she's feeling.
Second kill of the match for Dowler, along with 32 assists, 12 digs, as she notches another double-double. Second of the season for her. Went off one last week against Rutgers. And Landfair's put away will go in favor of the Gophers.
So we're starting to see right now with Minnesota and the players that are starting to step up a little bit. So in the first two sets, it was Wooker and Grote, and now it's Landfair.
Russ in the middle, another dig there from her. And Landfair short on that. Terps get to 20.
With the ball coming from such a deep part of the court, to time it out right and to help your pin out as best you can from a offensive standpoint, it's very, very hard to time. So sometimes there are mistakes like that.
McGee, cross court for Grote. Her crunching shot handled by the Terps, but Csire out of bounds. Minnesota winning off that scramble.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
How about Ricks coming in midway in the match and starting to put her fingerprints on this, her 5th kill.
That's one thing about being an athlete, a D1 college athlete. You have to be ready no matter what to come into the game mid-match and to help contribute to your team, because your coach at that point trusts you to help, and to contribute is even better.
McGee tracking all the way back. Wooker been quiet of late offensively, and they're up front. Davis, Grote shutting things down.
just reading the game very well across the net, waiting patiently like what Minnesota usually does.
Kylie Murr. Putting it airborne. See Ricks trying to get up, but just couldn't get around that ball to keep it in. And she's put her team at least in position to be there for the win.
Exactly. When you think about it, Shaftmaster has to graduate at some point. So this is a great test for Minnesota to find ways to be a very aggressive team from the defensive line, from serving, and from just blocking overall, instead of just mainly focusing on offense, which is one of their keys. So finding new ways to be a new Minnesota.
Yeah, we mentioned Wooker had been a little quiet offensively. That is a monster kill. Murr serving. Gophers down 2. Landfair in the back. Wooker into the block.
A very exciting ball for Warbach to cut the ball off. It's Wooker, who has been scoring this entire night. So to cut off the ball with your left hand and stay strong, because that's usually your non-dominant hand. So it's very impressive to see.
14th block of the night for Maryland.
Tonight is the block party, so we are not surprised.
Grote able to push it past the block there. Minnesota back within 2. Again, Maryland, #1 of the nation. Blocks the last 2 years, top 20 this year. Again, losing some key pieces like yourself right now. But Adam Hughes likes where this group is, about where he thought they would be block-wise, especially with some new pieces learning the system. Creamed it.
And a win under their belt will really give them that confidence to see the lead 20-23. So hopefully they can close the set out with confidence and skills.
And we'll see if that's the case for the Terps. Csire with an exhale. This is a big moment here at home for Maryland. They know the history, never beaten the opposition before in program history. 18 kills for Csire. Wooker goes with the roll. That's Allie Williams, sophomore from St. Louis, subbing in, making a big play. And a bigger play from her teammate for the kill.
A ball right in front of Landfair in the back row. For her to find a spot where somebody isn't is impressive. For it to be 2024, you need to close it out right now.
Set point for the Terps. Wooker, straight fire.
She is not giving up this set, and that is the mentality to have with a score like this.
That was lethal from the sophomore from the state of Wisconsin. Still set points to play with here for the Terps. And that serve is long, and the set goes to Maryland. And we go to 5 for the first time in this rivalry for Keegan Cook, Adam Hughes, and their teams in the 5th.
We're just seeing tons of scrap right now with both sides of the court to keep it alive. And for Maryland to win an amazing game like this as a possibility will be amazing. Usually we see a trend with Maryland volleyball that they will win at least one top team a season. So this may or may not be it. If Minnesota can, pull through, that'll be amazing as well.
And the Gophers operating about the all Big Ten setter, Melanie Shaftmaster tonight. But Elise McGee certainly done some pretty good work with this group. And has them in position to notch the win. That's tough for Russ trying to track it down near the net. So a quality beginning for Minnesota.
And Kylie Murr as well with the serve. She's been doing a great job this match, from a little bit shaky in the beginning with their serve errors, but starting to build her way back up with the aces and the placements of where she's serving. They did practice that this morning in serve and pass on their placement and who they're going to serve.
They serve Spawn there. And Maryland able to transition to the point. Off the touch, count it for the Terps.
Off high hands is important with big players like this. And Phoebe with great handwork as well. It's tricky to use the block to your advantage, but they're finding success with that.
That was right to the block. Solo shutdown there for Ricks.
We always expect Layla Ricks to find a way to just use her entire body and her handwork, just being strong at the net and shutting down a cross-court shot from Walker.
Walker, 12 kills in the match, but 11 errors. Back set here for Grote. What an adjustment there for the senior from Burbank, California. The Cal transfer, clutch.
She really did clutch that ball as well. She threw that ball down. It was very impressive to see.
Keegan Cook talked about her having an outstanding training camp, and it's carried over to the season. Getting offense from her, and great server as well, and delivers the ace. Her first of the match. Team number 6 in the ace category for the Gophers.
A great, very flat serve with Grote, and her mindset to get in between both passers in the back row is a very hard skill because the ball is constantly moving.
Got one for the Gophers, gives one back for the air.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
And that's big. McGee put it up. Grote put it down. On the road, hostile environment, working with your backup setter. She delivers, and the rest of her team try to do the same.
This just shows so much adversity with Minnesota.
And again, self-inflicted mistakes have cost the Gophers big at times. Another service error that's 15 tonight. We've seen more than a handful of net violations, and it could cost the Gophers a road win. Spawn's turn to serve. Grote 2. Yeah, the go-to is Grote. She's been the Grote-2 player tonight, huh?
She definitely has. We love the puns for tonight. That is definitely a highlight of the night.
18 kills for her, hitting over 300. 1-point match. Big get of the back. On the tip, Walker down. McGee, and the Gophers can't solve the Minnesota block.
Grote trying to tool off that block as well from inside to out. It's tricky when it's across your body, but when you have a strong defense and her hands just staying exactly where they need to be, it's very impossible and hard to score against.
Maryland 4 points away. McGee back set. Spawn keeps it alive. Ricks off hands and down. Timeout. Gopher. That was pretty special.
That was very special. A serve ace. This creates so much doubt in Minnesota's mind that we need to get a ball right now. We need to create a stop. But this also builds confidence for Maryland that we can do this. We can win this match.
Walker, you know she's going to go down swinging. Another cut for her 53rd of the night. And it's kill 14.
A very strategic shot towards the setter. That's how you get players out of system, to hit towards the setter so a DS or another player can set it towards your pins.
Grote's serve's been tricky. That one off tape. Csire off hands. Woofer. Denied.
Just Layla Ricks using her body and her confidence and just the overall energy we feel in this gym right now is historical.
A monumental match point for Maryland. That's it. History for the Terps. The first ever takedown of the Golden Gophers in program history.
For Maryland to create another historical moment from me playing against Wisconsin, the #1 team in the nation, to take down Minnesota, who is such a difficult team to play against, and they did so.
Well, Minnesota, before this becomes official, is going to go and throw up that challenge. Remember, they used it, won it, so they're going to use it again. Can't take it with you. Looking for a touch here at the net. Doesn't look to be one.
Not much movement happening on Rohrbach's left hand.
And looking for that conclusive evidence. But doesn't seem to be any. So the celebration halted for just a moment, but it's back on for Maryland. Again, first win ever against Minnesota. The 19th try, the sweetest for the Terps as they get it done here in 5. And Maryland hits 144, holds Minnesota to 124 in the hit percentage category. 17 blocks for the Terps tonight. And they find a way through. And they'll celebrate here with the alma mater. And while they enjoy it, we'll step aside. Get ready to chat with one of the victors from the Terps